Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Denver Nuggets as they go up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing I saw was him grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game. That's what players want to do and people want to see.
You know, that was a great example, Kenny, but towards the end of my career and most of my career, I was honestly more of a half-court player. I was pretty fast for my size, but my strength was my biggest edge. In the half-court, barbecue chicken alert. I had to put that work in, Ernie.
That about wraps it up for here. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again later.
That's the 5th barbecue chicken alert.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the heart
It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off a good outing against the Sacramento Kings. And they finish that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they prevail.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle.
He's checked in for Denver. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Miles checked in for Gobert. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Freak's checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Burke in for Exum. And so in the game for the Jazz, Freak, then it's shooting guard. Trevor Booker is out there with Hayward. Then there's Trey Burke. Barton kicks to Nurkic. Out to Gallinari for 3. And it's Freak with the rebound. Jazz trail by 7. The 10-footer. Denver grabs the miss. Fareed's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Barton. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento. A nice shot by Gallinari.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Burke, the pass to Lyles. Now here's Burke. D right on him. On the money from 12 feet away. Burke's got his second basket.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Passes it to Barton. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade.
For Denver. Wilkins is checked in for Nurkic. Laverne comes in for J.J. Hickson. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Moutier in for Barton. Laverne is out there with Wilkins. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then it's Jameer Nelson. And it's Moutier in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nuggets.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Here's Wilkins, banked in off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Over to the wing. Four on the clock. Unloads. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Gobert, the screen. Pass to Favors. Cuts it 5 from 18. And he hits the jump shot. Favors has got his first 2 points.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Gobert with the block. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Kenneth Fareed's checked in for Laverne. Denver leading by 15. Just 5 on the clock. Moutier, no good.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And the foul called on Freak. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Nuggets lead by 16. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense. And what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
And that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar to make sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
Denver leading by 16, and so in the game for the Jazz. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Burks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. And they're moving it up. On up the court. And Wilson Chandler with the slant.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Gobert with a screen for Burks. Freak dishes to Hayward. Here's Favors. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Favors got his second bucket tonight.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The pass to Moutier. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Chandler against Hayward. And stolen by Hayward. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Hayward's got 8 here in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
There's the dish to Nurkic. Here's Barton. Burks covering. Screen by Nurkic. Martin. No good. And Utah the other way now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few.
Nuggets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Hickson is out there with Laverne. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Gallinari. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Well, a good one here for Gallinari. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Henderson kicks to Freak. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Gallinari gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Denver.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Jazz.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver, and so he makes both from the line. Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Dishes it to Gobert. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Here's Freak. Good D by Nelson. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Harris kicks to Chandler. 5 on the clock. Baseline try. The rebound by the Jazz. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Gobert the pass to Lyles. Freak dishes to Gobert. Now the feed to Freak. And an air ball on that one. Way off. And here's Nelson. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. There was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, standing here with Jameer Nelson. And what were the elements, Jameer, that helped contribute to this win?
Collective effort. I mean, we did things together defensively first and foremost, and offensively, you know, we have enough guys to score the ball, and guys are playing together and, you know, trusting one another, and that's the big thing for us going forward.
Jameer, thank you as always. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan Player of the Game.
A tremendous night of shooting the basketball for him tonight. he was nearly 60% from the field. Ernie, 60. That's Shaq-like numbers. Okay, that's Kenny Smith-like numbers. I'm telling you, this guy was outstanding. I love the way he shot it all over the place.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.